You will find on the screen Dotmocracy, the how, in its completion, which is the full workshop that's pretty much self-explanatory in terms of how to set it up. The workshop can be completed in an hour and a half. You can see each slide will give you the complete outline of how it's conducted and how it is completed and what pieces need to be considered. I'd like to make a few relevant points and again repeat some points that I think are very important. The workshop should be held in a large area such as a gymnasium, cafeteria, banquet hall, auditorium, where the appropriate number of tables and chairs can be set up comfortably and there's wall space to accommodate flip chart paper. Generally speaking, all stakeholders should be invited to take part. If the number makes this difficult, there are several options to be considered, since the final report resulting from the workshop sessions should be available for all stakeholders, whether they attended the workshop or not, to review and offer additional feedback. The ideal number of participants to ensure the maximum information, in my experience, is 54. Essentially, that means 9 tables with 6 chairs at each. Participants who wish to take part can be selected on a first response basis, or their names can be drawn from a generic pool, whatever works. Make sure to reproduce one copy of the Stop, Start, Continue response sheet for each stakeholder involved in the process. Allow approximately 15 minutes to complete the Stop, Start, Continue worksheet. Encourage participants to work independently and remind them that these worksheets are simply that and will not be collected. Once it looks like most participants have completed the Stop, Start, Continue worksheet, ask them to move to the table with the first number identified at the top of their worksheet. Participants should be allowed 15 to 20 minutes on the first rotation. Participants should select a scribe in their group to jot down on the flip chart paper each participant's responses. Do not repeat responses. Be sure to write legibly and clearly. Point forms permissible. Add any additional suggestions or comments that arise from the discussion that may not be recorded on independent worksheets. It's important to note that every rotation, the objective is to brainstorm the data, not debate the merits or evaluate what's being suggested by participants. Upon the direction of the workshop leader, participants should move to their second number, which will be their second group, and it'll be identified at the top of their worksheet. Rotate as groups, not individually. So wait till everybody, essentially most people, are finished. Participants should select a scribe, read the comments already recorded on the flip chart paper, and proceed to add any new or explanatory comments. Participants should be allowed 10 to 15 minutes the second rotation. Upon the direction of the workshop leader, participants should move to the final table, which will be their final number identified at the top of the worksheet page, and you work from left to right on the numbers. Participants should select a scribe, read the comments already recorded on the flip chart paper, then proceed to any new or explanatory comments. Participants should be allowed 10 minutes at the final rotation. Once all the tables have completed their tasks, have the flip chart paper posted on the walls, grouped into Stop, Start, Continue sections. Give each participant 5 gum dots. We spoke about that earlier, to be used to designate priority items. Participants place the dots beside the items they think are most important to them. Make sure the dots are for all the sheets posted. They do not place more than 1 dot per item posted, and certainly they can vote for their own suggestions. If you feel more comfortable not rotating individuals, you can simply place participants at tables and let them complete the Stop, Start, Continue without moving. The flip chart papers can be posted after each section is completed and before the next section starts. There are some important considerations to the workshop. Every participant has the opportunity to jot down their thoughts, opinions, suggestions, and provide those to the groups they're working with. Point 2, there's no debate or evaluation, but simply brainstorming and listing ideas, suggestions, opinions, thereby keeping everyone engaged without denigrating their input. Point 3, will provide them with the unique opportunity to interact with individuals who they may not know and listen to what others think in terms of promoting excellence. Next point, having lots to say in a discussion is irrelevant to the final identification of priorities to consider. Every participant receives 5 gum dots. No one gets more, no one gets less. And finally, every participant has the opportunity to identify the priorities independently from the influence or opinion of others.